Hey everyone, hello. As always, I hope this video finds you in good health and in good spirits. I thought I would do a video today talking about the difference between high magic and low magic, and also briefly touch on rituals and practices. So we'll start with low magic, which is also called natural magic. It's closely linked to the natural world and how its laws define us, both mentally and physiologically. And though low magic includes folkloric traditions such as herbalism and astrology, it also encompasses more modern innovations such as alchemy and divination. I define alchemy as a form of deep psychology that uses chemical metaphors for explaining spiritual and cognitive mechanisms, in which the alchemist breaks down or dissolves their ego and reforms or coagulates himself or herself in a perfect way. Now, as far as high magic, this is also called ceremonial magic, ritual magic, or learned magic. Despite being ritual-centric, these high magic rituals have historically consisted primarily of goetia, conjuring of angels, demons, jinn, and genies, and theurgy, the working with and becoming a deity. And high magic enjoyed a resurgence starting in the late 1800s and the early 1900s as the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn grew popular and subsequently died out. The Golden Dawn was a magical system that blended elements of both Christian and Jewish mysticism with elements from Freemasonry and the tarot. Seeking to unify all of the religions into one single framework. And although it's considered a dead system by many, the Golden Dawn has influenced Wicca and Thelema, and its legacy and impact honestly can't really be denied or overstated. And high magic is traditionally associated with spiritual development, with self-transformation, and working with planetary forces. It often involves structured systems like Hermeticism, Kabbalah, and alchemy. And in contrast, low magic is rooted in folk traditions and is more centered with practical outcomes such as healing, protection, and prosperity. While high magic tends to require extensive study and tools, low magic often relies on readily available materials and personal intuition. The origins of high magic can be traced back to ancient civilizations, including Egypt, Greece, and Mesopotamia. And ancient scholars and priests engaged in ritual practices to commune with gods and manipulate the cosmic forces. And during the Renaissance, high magic became more structured with the influence of Hermetic philosophy, Kabbalah, and alchemical traditions. Important figures such as Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa and John Dee contributed to its development, emphasizing knowledge, discipline, and divine connection. So low magic is found in many magical practices around the world. It's found in folk magic, like I had said before, practical magic, and the practices of many eclectic witches. It has deep roots in indigenous traditions, rural communities, and ancestral knowledge. Unlike high magic, which is often documented in grimoires and esoteric texts, low magic is usually passed down orally through generations, and it encompasses a variety of practices, including herbalism, spell work, divination, and protective charms. Hoodoo, cunning folk traditions, and Appalachian folk magic are all examples of low magic in different cultures. Now, when it comes to high magic rituals and practices, let's touch on that just briefly, a little bit about each, about a few different ones. High magic rituals are often long and ceremonial. They may use certain tools or phrases, or even calling on higher powers to join them for the ritual. Excuse me. The general purpose of high magic is self-exploration, divine connection, and spiritual growth. There's thelemic rituals, which is often fairly structured. These involve ceremonies such as the Liberesh, which is a set of daily solar adorations that were composed by Aleister Crowley. The practice involves a series of invocations to the sun at specific times of day: dawn, noon, sunset, and midnight. And these rituals are intended to align the practitioner with the natural cycles of the sun, thus integrating the physical and spiritual dimensions of existence in accordance with thelemic principles. And the Gnostic Mass that was written by Aleister Crowley in 1913. There's also the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. And this ritual is a fundamental protective and cleansing ritual used by many, many occultists of varying traditions. You also have Enochian magic. Well, not as common as other high magical practices. Enochian magic is a system of angelic communication developed by John Dee and Edward Kelly. Then there's Kabbalistic pathworking. Pathworking with the Kabbalah involves the meditative exploration of the tree of life. And then the last one that I'll bring up is planetary magic. Calling on the power of the celestial bodies in our solar system can be an integral part of ceremonial magic. This involves calling on the energies of the planets themselves or other powers associated with them, such as gods or concepts. Now, as far as lower magic rituals and practices, low magic practices are often accessible. They're simpler, they're practical. The general purpose of low magic in practical matters is healing, community, and personal life. You have, for one, candle magic, which is pretty common. Candles can be a central part of a low magic ritual or spell. The practitioner may use the candle as a symbol or may draw the energy of the fire to power their spell. Also, there's herbal charms and potions. The low magic practitioner may call on the power of herbs and other plants to create charms, spells, or potions. And then there's also what's called sympathetic magic. Rather than creating an elaborate spell, someone who practices low magic may choose to use sympathetic magic to create a puppet or a symbol to work their magic through. And then chants and songs, as low magic tends to be solitary or community-based. So it's not uncommon to find chants or songs used in magical practices. But yeah, that's a little bit about high magic and low magic and a little bit on rituals and practices. I certainly hope that you found this video entertaining, enlightening, or in some way beneficial. I'd appreciate it if you would help your girl out also by liking, subscribing, and hitting the mail notification on my videos so that you know when I have a new update. Yes, I would appreciate that. All right, everyone. Well, anyways, I hope you have a great day. Take care. Peace.